have any questions or insights that you'd like to share with Sibani and any other young professional with regards to their roles in the economic recovery? Or do you have any questions as to what the young professionals would like to basically find out from you, or you'd like to find out from them, as to what do you as a young person expect from me as a senior professional in a mentorship space? What do you as a young professional wish to learn if you had the opportunity? Those kind of questions that Sibani could share with you. The platform is yours, Mr. Dlamini.
I don't know whether I've heard or I've grasped your question well or clearly, but let me rephrase to you. I don't know whether you will agree with me. So you want me to share my own insights about the post-recovery, and then you want me also to ask questions. Let me first share my own insights about post-recovery. We are still in the pandemic one. We have not yet fully established the vaccine. We have not even yet fully established technically how to prevent and how to protect ourselves into this pandemic. That's the major thing. So now we are speaking about recovery, while we have not addressed the issue or the problem. We as South Africans, and this is me sharing this to you, I don't even think we understand the word economy. And why do I say word economy? Because the definition of economy is very complex, and people that participate in the economy are very limited, and we all know them, their embrace. So the drive of the government helping and assisting us recover from this pandemic, it's huge and it's big. But the government itself, they seem to be confused. They seem not to have found exactly what is the problem and what is the solution moving forward. So my insight on that is that first, as a country, we need to invest, in our own efficiency, in our own way of understanding things and doing things and addressing issues. That will be my insight. That will be my view. And then question posed to youngsters like yourself and Sibani in this post-recovery. As said to you, I'm not sure whether you are also in the public sector or you are in the private sector. Are you in the private sector? Huh?
Yes.
You're in the private sector. Okay, private sector. Not you. Employees who are in the private sector or professionals in the private sector, they stand a big chance of losing their jobs. When you lose a job, you lose your dignity, you lose yourself, you lose your assets, you lose the motivation. So as a senior and as a professional and as a mentor, it is my task for me to make you aware of that, to aid you and assist you with coping mechanism. If that does happen, how to recover from that. That is under a personal space in terms of you personally. And then shifting from that, you also as a youngster, how prepared are you if something like that happens? In terms of your own social life, your own private life, your own professional life, what steps are you willing to take? What other things are you willing to learn? Because it is quite certain that if this pandemic continues, we will have new ways of doing things. Social distancing. We're no more going to be working normally. Like Sibani was talking about clouds, virtual service? Are you willing to invest in moving away from your core profession into what the world is demanding, which is artificial intelligence, which is fourth industrial revolution, in order to equip yourself? If something happens, are you skilling yourself to understand data analysis? Are you skilling yourself, in staying relevant if you lose your job, and be a meat, which I mean exactly when I say be a meat, still become relevant and wanted in the industry. So all these things that I'm trying to do, I'm pushing them back to you to say, we are in this. It's a definitely sure that we will not go back to where we are previously. We are moving into a new place. But how prepared are you to have this mind shift to say, I am no more a QS. I'm not more a civil engineer. I'm a solution giver. I provide solutions, and I am willing to take any cause that will make me valuable and relevant, so that I can stay financially stable, and I can also be marketable, and I can also participate in this recovery. That will be my insight to you.
Is that the question you're posing to
both you and Dlamini? That's what I'm saying. Go and dissect it. Go and do a research. Go and think. One day we must tell me, what is data science? What is interpretation of all those things? That's me pushing that back to you. If you had to lose a job, what are you going to do? How are you going to enhance your skill? Because it's going to be irrelevant, and it's already irrelevant because we're working at home.
Dlamini, do you get the gist of the question?
Yeah, 100%. I do.
The platform is yours.
All right. So I think that Mr. Dlamini mentioned a number of things. It's very interesting that he, especially on his last point that he was hammering with regards to us being prepared for the future should anything happen. I think it's so true that, especially with the fourth industrial revolution, with the innovation that's coming through within our very own sector, you'll find that, especially in countries overseas, there's a lot of automation that is taking place in construction. We see that there's a lot of machinery now that's being used in our sector. So, I mean, it's very interesting at how our normal services that we offer the industry have sort of taken a shift from where the industry comes from to where it is now. And so the demand for us as professionals has grown to not just technical, but more solutions, like what kind of solutions can we provide our clients. So I think as junior professionals, as junior professionals in the industry, I think this is an opportunity for us to diversify, even though keeping our core skills, which is very important. I think that as an engineer, as a QS, the core skills have to be there. The competencies that are core have to be there. But I think that the space to diversify is there. We need to do that because if you look at how the industry has evolved and how the economy is so close knit, you will see that it's not only traditional professional firms that are employing engineers and QSs, but banks as well. You'll find engineers in various institutions, and all these stakeholders want solutions. They don't only want traditional engineering or quantity surveying solutions, but they want the skills that you have as an engineer or as a QS or as a project manager, in order for you to be able to solve problems that sometimes are not even built environment related. So I think that the scope is definitely there for us to grow, and I think that we should take up this platform. I think that we are indeed at a very difficult time. I think that Mr. Dlamini mentioned this, that even before COVID-19 pandemic, our economy was very sluggish. The decline in business confidence in the built environment was at an all-time low. And so we've shared skills. Quite a number of professionals have gone overseas to look for better opportunities. Many big companies have closed down. And so you see that this opportunity that, since government has identified the infrastructure development as a tool to use to kickstart our economy, it means that the built environment will again be revitalized. And this will be an opportunity for young people that are there and seniors to again grow the industry. Built environment construction is a sector that is able to provide a lot of jobs to a number of people. I think it's probably one of the quickest ways that government can get the economy moving, because it employs a number of people at a time. So I think that in responding to that, the government needs to ensure that its people are skilled. I think that our country is still a low-skilled country. There's still a number of people that have not accessed tertiary education. We're still lacking in the trades people sector. We're still lacking there. I think that the government can do a lot, especially with regards to TVET colleges. I think that in looking at the value chain of the infrastructure development, I think that all those things need to be lined up in order for the government to be able to fulfill the plans and to fulfill the program that it is set out to fulfill. So all these things need to be in place, and just for us as junior professionals to take up this opportunity, to just run with it, and to hold the likes of Mr. Dlamini to account if they don't mentor us. We must go knocking on their doors and say, here I am, I'm ready to be mentored. Yes, I'm ready to get the necessary skills to be able to contribute to the growth of the built environment. I think that the senior professionals must also remember that in keeping their legacy, they must transfer their skills to us, so that when they are frail, they can say, hey, there's Matute. I used to mentor that young man. You see, now he's grown into an industry leader, So I think that they must not miss that opportunity to share their skills as much as they can with us, so that we are well equipped to take the future on.